Oh, it was Power here at the page through on Joy's special album, special mini album. Hello, I finally got my hands on this thing. It took a while, but it finally went up on Choice Music, LA, and I had to get my hands on it. I don't have the case version, sadly, but we at least got the Photobook version, which is obviously like always the main version of these albums, because I mean, with this one especially, the case version was up on K-Pop Town when I last went there, so I could have owned both versions, but I don't. So I don't know how we're gonna open this because I'm afraid of just the fragileness of this. So we're just gonna tear it from back here and hope for the best. Really like that this is in green, obviously, because that's Joy's color. Look, there's the kiwis because that's her fruit. I don't have nails anymore because of the fact they were getting too long, and I needed to. They were getting too long to where it just wasn't presentable. So, but I've always really liked how this one looked. I don't remember the details, but like, you know, this one's like a journal-esque kind of thing, which is pretty unique. I just hope it doesn't fall apart on me. This is neat. So, did we already spoil what we got? I forgot. Okay, so let's turn these around. Remember what page this is. There's no page number, but it's that. So, man, it's green. This is not gonna work well. So there's this passage. So I like how. Okay, I was getting worried. I really like. Oh gosh, I like how there's this like monologue at the beginning, and just like Wendy's, but this is interesting. Okay, so this is like a cardstock kind of like thing. This is really interesting how they put these two just together and such. I don't remember if I listened to the entirety of this album. I think just one song I haven't listened to. Be There For You? I think that's the only one I haven't heard. But the rest of these I have. Okay, that was scary. I like these Polaroid pictures on the side. Would it be cool if there was one included? Okay, oh gosh. Okay, yeah, so here is the lyrics for Hello. See, like, I like how this is formatted. It's not just one big paragraph. It's well, it's broken apart because of the design, but like, I would like for Joy to actually get a proper solo. A Q&A? What is this? What? I like the design for this so far. It's really neat. There's that. I can never pronounce this one. It's French, but I always want to just call it Ame, Jet Tai Ame. I don't know. Um, I don't know if that's supposed to be the whole point or oh gosh, or yeah, I don't. I'm pretty sure that's the kind of aesthetic with this photo shoot of like this vintageness of it, or if that's just the quality of the pictures. Oh gosh. I like that there's a Q&A. That's so interesting. I'm curious what it's about. Um Okay, is this the same Forrest Wendy? Was Cuz I think there was this like picture that like the Photoshop someone did of like the three members that have like solo debuts in like the same setting and such. It was pretty interesting. Okay, so this is the picture we're on day by day. Um, I'm really because like again, I at least appreciate how these are arranged and such, and I find it interesting they essentially introduce the concept by the song. Again, I really like it when like each song has its own concept because I kind of prefer it to be like that. And this is probably my favorite like set of pictures for this album. Um, I didn't even know it existed until this song got added. Oh. Are those lemons? Like, there's just this one's just really good, and this one doesn't even have a Q&A. It's just I'm pretty sure it's still a Q&A, but like I don't know. I just really like this full set as a whole. Like I don't know. I guess I just like this simplicity and like just adjectives. And we're here. Because I was going to say, they didn't even have this picture. Because that's why when I had to make this second set, like, I had to figure out which solo set of pictures I was going to use for Joy. And I just ended up using Day by Days. Because this picture, surprisingly, wasn't even present. Might as well show Wendy's. I use this set for Wendy. And then I'll show Sugi's whenever we get there. Hook that up. I think album wise, I think If Only is probably my favorite song out of the album. I don't have any like backing reasons. It's just probably my favorite out of the album. I don't have much to say anymore. This sucks. You know, that's how this always goes. Oh, we skipped an entire. We skipped the Q&A. At least the Polaroids are back. I would just call this the bus concept. Okay, this is Happy Birthday to You. And is this supposed to be a Mac? I think it's clearly supposed to be a Mac. Is this the actual duration of the song? I need to check. Look at these PNG files. So these are supposed. Is this supposed to be like an Instagram live kind of thing? I don't know. Oh gosh. Yeah. Again, I really like how like this one they're utilizing the like desktop motif. Let's check the integrity of this. This seems to be well, because I'm worried. I like that how these are in like authentic webcam. You can tell from the lighting. I appreciate that so much. And more Polaroids. I really hope there's Polaroids if that's like a constant thing. And obviously, I probably should state. Obviously, I have not heard any of the original songs that Joy has covering because I don't even think they credit the original because like I think I forgot to bring it up. Like this is a special album because it's mainly just covers, but like you know, or they're not covers. I think they specified as remakes. Look at how much we will show it at the end. So this is technically the only concept that hasn't been used within Superstar. I kind of hope they don't, or if they do, if it's an actual normal theme. But I don't know. That game really likes trying to make anything limited theme, so I'm liking this set. Jordan watermelons. There is something about that, right? Oh gosh. Okay. Oh gosh. And the credits. Oh, the CD, of course. I was like, what is this thing? But pretty simplistic, interestingly. Okay, so we will show the aftermath of paging through the entirety of that. Look at this. Look at all this paper. I guess we'll keep it there. So these are all our inclusions. Let's take a look at this thing, because this thing, from what I remember, they didn't do anything with. Because this was during this period where they just stopped handing codes out for some reason. So I don't get it. They didn't even bother. this is our poster most likely, so. I'm just trying to make sure of it. But, it's. I don't know how much of these there are. I'm pretty happy it's the main concept, because again, this one was. I really like how this one looked. And what, it was like within this period, like people were just making. I remember seeing like a bunch of edits of like other people had of just like, oh yeah, here's this artist and this style of Joy. Hello. Okay, so these are the stickers, which is pretty interesting with how the stickers are. They're not the traditional sense of stickers. They're not the glossy type. They're actually like papery stickers. I don't know if that means anything, but it's really interesting. And, you know, it's pretty neat to have like this kind of art or clip art style as a sticker. Though, I don't know why that required that to be in its own envelope per se. I don't understand SM's entire thing of like, oh yeah, we will pack either everything or half of everything in the envelope. I don't get it personally. But, we spoiled these for ourselves already, so there's nothing special, but, is this supposed to be a bookmark or the polar, or like a polar, or not Polaroid, like a picture kind of thing? I'm gonna assume it's supposed to be both. Because this, I mean, like, it's just cardstock, so that's why I'm skeptical if it's actually supposed to replicate one of these things. And as for the photo card, what was I gonna say? I don't know how much of these there are. Is there 3? Are there ones for each concept? But you know, it works. Like, just to have that. And again, pretty interesting that this is its own sleeve. You know, because like, it means that it gives it its own importance if I can actually put it back in the sleeve. There. Okay, so. Okay, is this gonna actually go back in? Like so? Or is it just gonna fall out? It's just gonna fall. Oh well. Hopefully, if it wants to stand, let's just have it like that. I like this hue of green. Hopefully, I can get my hands on the case version. Other than that, this is probably one of the more like fun albums I've gotten. Very so like, I guess like I'm more big on the special albums because I feel like they do a lot more and really try to compact as much content as they can. Like with Yuna's special album, this one's probably up there, especially with like, it's like, you know, the creativity they've done with each concept to make it stand out and such. Really outstanding overall. And the fact that, you know, there is like another version is really cool and such. Yeah. That'll have to do with this page through. What the heck is that? Alright. This is Power, and I'll leave you people. Bye.